Thanksgiving, a time for family, a remembrance of the feast between the Pilgrims and the Native Americans, and a time to cook, overeat, and shop for Black Friday deals. Each of these meanings hold a special value to different individuals. However, Thanksgiving, in some cases, can turn out to be a very bad day or even deadly in some instances. With the amount of cooking going on across the country, Thanksgiving has become the peak day for home cooking fires and nearly 4 times the daily average. On Thanksgiving Day 2019, there were more than 1,400 reported home cooking fires alone. Unattended cooking was by far the leading contributing factor in cooking fires and fire deaths. In an effort to keep you and your family safe, here at Clearwater Fire, we have summarized a few key components to help minimize home cooking fire risks during the Thanksgiving holiday, and Fire Inspector Paul can help point out some things along the way. To start things off, notice how Paul checks that the smoke detectors are working by simply holding down the little test button on the cover. Paul gives a thumbs up. That must mean it's good. And as we mentioned previously, unattended cooking is the leading cause of fires in the kitchen, which usually involves a kitchen oven and stove. To help minimize the risk, always stay in the kitchen when you are frying, boiling, baking, and broiling food. And if you need to leave for any reason, turn off the stove. The food won't be ruined, and you can start back where you left off. Be sure to keep children away from the stovetop and oven where hot objects have the potential to cause severe burns. Also remember to move cutting boards and knives far enough away from the counter edge so that they are not in reach of small children. Always keep anything flammable away from the stovetop when you are cooking. Some items that can easily ignite are oven mitts, wood utensils, towels, food wrappers, and recipe books. But if a fire does occur, there are some quick thinking steps to take to eliminate the spread. First thing that can be done if a fire occurs on the stovetop is to smother the fire by putting a lid on top of the pot or pan. This starves the fire of oxygen and it will go out. If a fire occurs in the oven, just turn off the heat and keep the door closed. The same oxygen reduction principle applies and the fire will go out on its own. Large amounts of baking soda can be thrown over the grease fire in a pot or pan, or simply point and shoot your Type BC extinguisher that every residential kitchen should have. If at any time the fire is getting out of hand or too large to extinguish on your own, exit the house immediately and call 911. Now that we've covered fires in the kitchen, let's talk about deep frying your turkey and some of the dangers that are associated with it. Turkey fryers, once filled with oil, can tip over and easily spill their hot oil over a large area. Fryers also produce a lot of radiant heat, so they need to be positioned at least 10 feet away from your house and not under any eaves or soffits. If the turkey is not properly thawed before placing it in the fryer, it will cause the cooking oil to spatter out, resulting in severe burns or igniting nearby flammable objects. But the leading cause of turkey fryer fires is using a fryer without a thermostat. Without a proper functioning thermostat, oil can be heated beyond its ignition temperature and cause a fire that is extremely hard to extinguish. Never leave a fryer unattended, and have a water hose and fire extinguisher nearby just in case. Hopefully, we haven't scared or discouraged you from having a wonderful Thanksgiving, but instead have provided you with some helpful reminders to keep you and your family safe for years to come.
Gobble, gobble.